just in time to say goodbye to the Duke and Duchess.
Thank you, Thomas. Without you, Spencer would never have finished on time.
I have to go to Knapford now.
Why?
To see the Fat Controller.
Spencer and his pals snarled.
You're going to tell the Fat Controller about that silly scrap engine. I'll get there first to make sure your plan doesn't work. That engine will be sent to the smelter's yard, where he belongs.
Oh, man! Stop them! He's coming after us! What do we do? What do we do?
I'll puff hardest. I'll chuff quickest. I know I can.
Hang on, everyone! It's gonna be a rough ride!
Thomas, Spencer and their teams had the race of their lives. They steamed over bridges and wheeshed through tunnels. They slipped through junctions and raced round bends. Spencer and the villains thundered and roared, but they couldn't get in front of Thomas and the heroes.
Faster! Faster!
Shortcut! Shortcut! Shortcut!
This way! What? No!
Spencer and his pals thundered on, then screeched to a stop. They reversed back to the junction. They raced after Thomas and the heroes along the narrow track. The rickety old track went over marshland.
Hurry! Rápido! Pedal to the metal!
Thomas huffed and Spencer puffed. He and the villains were getting closer. Then there was trouble. The track was broken and Spencer was too heavy. With a creak and a crack, the track snapped beneath him and the villains, and they all slid into the muddy marsh.
I know! Oh no! Oh no! Uh-oh!
I'm sorry, Spencer. I didn't know the track was broken. I'll go on and get help. I'll be back.
And Thomas and his friends steamed on. Thomas and his friends chuffed into Knapford, tired and dirty. Starlight and the Fat Controller were having dinner with the Duke and Duchess. The station master telephoned them and asked them to come to Knapford right away. Thomas and his friends were worried. They had to tell them all about Hero, Army and Yumi.
You're never gonna believe it!
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Hero is an old and important engine. I didn't want him scrapped. That's why we tried to fix him ourselves.
The Fat Controller stared at Thomas and his friends. They were worried and were sure he would scrap Hero, Army and Yumi now.
Did you say Hero?
Yeah.
You mean the master of the railway?
Yes, sir.
Yes!
Ooh, he's terribly famous.
Famous? He's the master of the railway. Why did you think I would scrap the master of the railway, Thomas? Why didn't you ask me?
Because I was silly, sir. And worried. So I tried to fix him alone.
You're not alone anymore. We must help Hero at once. Send him to the Sodor Steamworks. Victor will have his funnel bright and pistons pumping in no time.
Hooray!
Yip, yip, yippee!
Yay!
Thank you, sir. Thank you. What about Spencer? He needs help too.
I told Spencer not to leave the summer house, and he did. So Spencer must wait his turn for help after Hero.
Hero! I've seen the Fat Controller. He knows you're the master of the railway. You're going to be sent to the Sodor Steamworks, not the smelter's yard.
Hooray for Thomas!
Hooray for Hero!
Hooray!
The next day, Thomas, Percy and their friends heaved and hauled Hero, Army and Yumi to the Sodor Steamworks. The Fat Controller was waiting for them.
Welcome, Hero. It's a pleasure to meet you after so long.
Thank you, sir. I thank you very much. And I thank you for Thomas.
Thomas did his best. Victor will make sure that you will soon be master of the railway once more.
Of course, sir. Anything for you. I will do my very, very best. We all will.
Sorry, boss.
Oh, crud.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. A very sleepy hook.
So I see.
Oh, you think? Obviously.
Don't worry, hero. Victor is the best.
I never knew we were this talented.
Talented at getting ourselves in trouble. So true.
A few days later, everyone went to see Hero, Army, and Yumi. They puffed forward slowly.
It's so beautiful.
Buford, you are crying.
No, I'm not. You're crying.
The engines and their friends gasped.
Wow!
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
How do you feel, hero?
Very happy, Thomas. I never thought this day would come.
Job done, Victor.
Way to go.
Welcome back, Master of the Railway.
Thank you, sir.
Now, Thomas, go and get that Spencer out of the mud.
Here I am, Spencer. I've come to help you.
A temper tantrum, really? Oh, that's so preschool, butt stink.
You can't help me, Thomas. You're not strong enough.
You're right, Spencer. But I have just the engine who can help.
What are you doing here? And who are you?
I am Hero.
Are you the scrap engine?
I was the scrap engine.
Blistering boilers.
Spencer, it's time to get you out of the mud.
Hello, Spencer. What do you know?
Hero, Army, and Yumi shunted and shifted Rocky into the right place. Very slowly and carefully, Rocky lifted Spencer and his pals back onto the tracks. Then Hero, Army, and Yumi pulled Rocky, Spencer, and his pals to the steamworks. When Spencer was fixed, he and his allies joined the others. Together, they all worked on the summer house. They huffed and puffed their hardest.
Thomas, I'm sorry I thought you were a tricky engine. And Hero, I'm sorry I called you a heap of scrap. You are both fine engines and fine friends.
Just then, the Duke and Duchess arrived for their holiday. They were delighted with their new summer house. That night, Thomas, Hero, and their friends were resting. But Thomas and his friends could see that Hero, Army, and Yumi were sad.